regular shit. This is just casual conversation. Nothing is on track.
Indeed.
Nothing is rehearsed. We just gonna talk and see where it lands. Period. Yeah, and we're living it, and we're going through it,
it's called
and we're
life.
battling, and we're happy, and we're strong. We're a whole bunch of things.
You can't tell me it ain't nobody listening that can't relate to it. Maybe not the particular situation, but it's gonna be
Yeah. So
a
this
situation
time,
that they can find something in.
hopefully, y'all enjoy what we talking about.
Stand
but as
up in it.
always, I am your host, Hella Fly La.
And I'm your co-host, Elegance.
And we gonna let y'all hear our
Cleotis,
intro, which is a
stand
perfect
up in it.
time to get what you need to check us out. So without further ado, here we go.
Who you calling a bitch?
Oh my
Miss me with
God.
the bullshit.
Yes.
They got a
Thank you
podcast.
for tuning in to Bitch for Real podcast for everybody.
This shit is hard.
Get some drinks and have
They
a little
get
fun. We'll
on
talk
my
about everything under the
nerves.
sun.
Miss
Like
me
intelligence,
with
teacher
the
chat for hard
bullshit.
times. Conversations like this is hard to
I'ma
find.
tune in
So I hope
though.
you bring a friend, cause we about to
Let the show
The
begin.
same nigga from
Bitch. I'm just
I'm that way. What's up, Hella Fly La?
What's up, elegance?
What's up with me? It's everything America. But I'm not going to make it your problem. I just want to touch on some stuff that I just wanted to say and get out the way. Okay? So respect me enough to let me do my thing. I want to send shout outs to the greatest father that I've ever known. I'm going through some little personal things right now because this was a touchy subject to me round about this time last year. My father and my mother was going through some trying times. So with that being said, my mom is still here, but my father is no longer with us. So with that, I just want to say rest in peace. Love you forever. Live in my heart forever. And you rock. I know that right.
That's what's up. Well, by now, I'm sure America know that we family.
Oh, you didn't know that was my sister. My key dada.
Sister. Remember you used to do that to me when we was young?
Yeah, I was Suge. She was Whoopi.
That's the same person. No. Suge was Suge Avery.
I was the talented
and I was
one.
Celie.
Well, she was, what's your name was again? Celie. Okay, but sister Celie ain't had no
You
talent.
bugging.
Suge
Celie had
always
all
been
the
that
talent.
chick. All Celie know how to do was spell.
No, she didn't. She knew how to spell stocking.
Made him a tip.
Whatever.
She got beat
but
up on the head with it.
Getting back to realness, being that everybody know that you're my. What else? All right, sing it. Sing a little bit. Sister.
Okay, what you want me to say?
That's how I know we
How'd it
old.
go?
How you don't remember how sister go? Everybody in America know how sister go.
America. I done had blood clogs, alcohol abuse because of blood clogs, and all the above. And she expect me to remember some shit. I'm surprised I ain't in
Allegedly.
offset dementia.
You always be telling.
Allegedly, my ass. Lead them motherfuckers to the truth.
I'm gonna just hit that a million times. Anyway, as you said before,
Everything is in good humor, but y'all know I have my own challenges and with my own life.
Yeah.
But anyway, that we're not here for that today. So let's
I hope you
see
know
what
that's
Hella
mental
Fly
health,
got to say.
though.
It's not mental health. It's
Okay.
healthy mental.
Okay.
That's what I'm dealing with. I don't want to be
You
put in a
healthy
box. I'm
mentally.
healthy mental.
Instead of mental health.
Yes. No, I didn't say I'm healthy mentally. It's just
No, what's
mental health. I'm dealing with my mental health.
oh my God, this is
healthy
this
mental.
is mental
You
health.
gotta-
Period.
No. You have to understand what you're going through in order to get through. So in my head, I see the light. I try to
you
go
try
to the light.
I
Something
see
always
the light.
deters
Why would you
me.
want to go to the light? You ain't never
Yeah.
seen ghosts. See, this I know I'm really in touch
Freedom.
with Whoopi. You ain't see ghosts. You not supposed to go to the light. Sam went to the light because he was gone. Molly did not go to the light.
Molly went to the front door though.
You in danger, girl. And what she said, she had that
Whoopi
damn
now.
penny. Remember? No, how'd it go? She had the penny.
Molly.
No, she did like this. She said.
Oh, she did like this. But what did she end up saying? Forget all of that ad libs.
No, she said.
You
she
in danger,
said,
girl. Run.
Sam sent me. And Molly was like, I know he ain't sent your black ass.
I know that right. See, Molly didn't see colors. Molly saw Sam's spirit.
Miss
Well,
me
hold on,
with
hold
the
on.
bullshit.
Anyway, again, yes, October is definitely a serious month.
It is.
My-
My dad was dope as shit.
You
America, so I
so
think you should
Johnny
know.
Gill.
Oh yeah.
You so
Yeah.
my
Yes, her daisy.
my everything.
But we have to talk about favorites. I think our next topic should be like real kids. Not real kids in the sense of like
That's
who
a
your
whole
daddy
nother
is, but like
topic.
who's your favorite. Parents don't like to talk about favorites, and she know that I was his favorite. Oh.
Towards the end.
Yeah, I was. Towards the end, from the beginning, he knew she was sensitive. So as parents, they're so loving that they have to give them what they need. He gave her that, but he would always let me know I was the favorite.
I could tell you I had a lot of one-on-ones, which is fine.
We did. We even talked about ass.
As we could tell, it's
Allegedly.
always one sibling that mourns more than the other.
I'm not mourning because I had a dope ass dad, so I'm happy that he's in a better place. But I would be lying to you if I didn't say
I'm
I missed the
sure.
shit out of him.
Yeah.
I don't want to get emotional, so let's go to la la. Let's go to hella fly la.
Anyway, I think it's okay to thing. I don't know what to say because I don't even think that I dealt with his passing yet. I'm still shocked. But
She ain't had no problem trying to take his car.
Stupid. Didn't nobody want that car. We wasn't getting that car because anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Hold on, can I say what I need to
It's
say?
a whole nother
God
podcast.
damn.
Go on, say it. Say it.
God
Speak to me,
damn.
Lord.
Anyway, what I'm saying is I still have not recognized how I felt about his passing. But I do know that he is not here physically anymore. And I think I dealt with that early on. I don't think I dealt with the fact that I can't talk to him. I dealt with the fact that he doesn't have to go through that pain anymore. But, it's still a lot that you just don't deal with because you probably don't want to accept it or notice it, which I know a lot of people are going through that. So sometimes it's like you don't even want to share how you feel because you feel selfish about people who lost people before you and you probably didn't know what to say to them and you see them going through it. And, it's like,
Indeed.
how can you feel a certain type of way when you see people going through stuff and you don't know what to say? I know what I mean to say. I just don't know how to make it out because
I know.
I have like a friend right now that's going through loss every single day. And it's like, sometimes you just hit them up and be like, how you doing? And like, how do you say that when obviously you know how they doing?
Sometimes how you doing is everything. It's about checking for
How
their
do you
mental
do that without
space.
saying something incorrect?
It's really no way to do it, but if they love you, they know that you're being genuinely you and asking how they're doing because they know you enough to know that you don't know how to deal or not deal. Nobody is prepared for death. Nobody is prepared to say, oh, yeah, if Uncle John died next year, I'm good. We're going to turn up. No, it's no
I
such
think they're,
thing.
well, prepared for death, but prepared for death. And, that spoke volumes to me because she was like, the same way you have to prepare to pay your bills, you have to prepare for death. And she did. Was her family prepared? No. But she found peace and that spoke volumes. I'm not there, but I'm just speaking to the point of some people do prepare.
With my dad's
I'm glad you
situation, or
finally
our
said
dad's
ours.
situation, he prepared. Yeah, no, seriously. He prepared. I'm going to wait because he prepared everything and nothing about that made it easier. We didn't have to pick out funeral homes, directors, places, this, that, and the third. And even with that being said, with the weight being lifted or not having to do that, it still was not easy because it's not the preparation of it. It's the fact of accepting that I'm no longer, I can't speak for you. So I'm going to speak for myself. What was hard for me was I understood that you were going. I understood that you accepted it and you was ready with it. But what I had to come to terms with was being able to let go and let you go, because my thing was not being able to talk to you. My dad in my head was dope as shit. He talked to me about everything under the sun. Like, we would have conversations. He would have been dope as hell on this podcast. And not being able to have that connection with him now, yeah, I get it. People tell me you could talk to him in the spirit or whatever, but his flesh was super dope, and I miss that. I miss that royally. Like, he taught me so many things about me that made me have to sit back and be like, maybe you're not always right. Maybe you do come across like this. Maybe this, that, and the third, but he did it in the most.
Well, I give him props for making you realize you ain't always right.
Suavest way. He would go against everything I said in our conversations, but he did that shit so smooth that I was apologizing. And I loved him for that, because he took the time to bring me out of myself and see things through different eyes. And that's what makes him dope to me. Maybe not to you, because y'all don't know him, but
That's
it was
what's up.
everything to me. He even made me like my sister again, because that
Yeah,
little
well,
stinking
that's
thing.
good that we did get over our bull crap before he wasn't here.
It was bull
I'm
crap.
a
She
little
been
sister. I'm gonna
stealing my
take
shit.
everything. So silly.
did
You
up
ain't
there.
Bernie Mac always talking to America. You be killing me.
I miss him too.
Oh
I
my
miss you,
God.
Bernie.
It's so crazy, but yeah, so I mean, obviously people handle stuff differently, because it's like he was dope. I love the fact that, I feel like he had two parts to his life. The first
did.
part was when we was young, and he was
Yeah,
first
when we
part
were
of his
little.
life was complicated when he was trying to find himself, parenting and just going through the world, and how the 80s hit everybody family.
And Hella Fly, I don't mean to cut you off, but for real, when you say that, the dopeness that I know about my dad, I didn't get a chance to know my dad when I was coming up, but the dopeness that I seen in
Right,
my
so
dad
that's
was when
why
my
that's
daughter
why
came into
even
this
though I
world.
was joking, you got to know the second part of his
Yeah.
life, right? So I knew I was around for the first
Yeah.
part, because I'm younger than you, and you was hanging out, chilling with your friends, working, taking care of the family, and I was just chilling with my dad sometimes. So I got to be with him through, again, through the drugging and bugging days. And he'll be okay with me saying that, because he was a realist. And although I didn't
Mhm.
ask him a lot of questions when I was younger, I did later on, and he was honest. And that's why
Honest.
I think he's so
Always an
dope,
honest, humble
because
dude.
we done grew up with people, family members, going through things, going going through drugs, and taking away from the family, stealing from the family, and just doing harmful things. The only harmful thing he did was to himself. Right.
Yeah, he never kept any secrets. Like,
Right.
he was
He
an
just
open
didn't say
blueprint.
things that he probably felt we didn't need to know. But we seen, obviously, through being smart, being intelligent enough to know.
But at the end of the day, if you ask, he will tell,
But
and that's what made him a
again,
real
not to me.
person.
No, not always, because not because
Maybe because
but
I'm
not
older.
because you
Maybe he felt like
older,
I could handle
just
things.
because again it was two different times, and maybe he showed us two different things.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
talking about talking to
right,
me now
because he
versus
became
talking
a
to
more
you then?
responsible
Oh,
person,
yeah,
a more honest
definitely.
person. I'm saying he was always honest.
Yes.
He just wasn't always as open as he became. You know what I mean? He sheltered us from a lot.
Yeah.
And when you shelter people, you do hide the truth and hide things from people.
Because you think you're protecting them, but when you see that they could be exposed to it, I think maybe he thought I was a loose cannon and I could have got into a lot of things. So he opened himself up to tell me about those experiences so that I didn't have to endure them. Because he was thinking that I was dealing with chronic pain and all of this. So if I take these medication that these doctors is throwing at me and all this and that and the third, it could create a bad situation.
Well,
So what he shared with me was
it sounds like right
the
now maybe we
effect
can
of the
share
situation.
stuff that we didn't know, because you're telling me stuff that I didn't know. So let me share some stuff that you probably didn't know.
Okay.
So like early on, like I said, I used to hang out with him when I was almost embarrassed, because he used to wear them red pants. We used to call him red pants. And my father's name is Michael.
It was always
Oh
clean
my
though.
God, the things older sisters didn't know. No, he used to smell like outside. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I was
She
with
did
him
too,
all the time,
America.
and that's what I loved about him, because I could be dirty, I could be who I wanted to be. When I was with mommy, it was like, don't be out there playing, don't be doing this. But with him, I could run, I could be musty, I could be a tomboy, I could be whoever I wanted to be. He loved me purely, and that's what made me love him without judgment too, because he never judged me, But of course, I didn't want to know that my parent was going through the things that I felt other people wasn't going through, you know what I mean? By using drugs. Nobody wanted to see that, but I got to see that. But it wasn't just him. It was like the neighbors or whatever. But even through those tough times, we was like family. Like, he'll make the rice, the neighbor
Yeah.
next door make the chicken. We go in the hallway, we sitting down there with the paper plates, eating
A
food.
whole festival.
And the things that he used to do to like not tell me what was going on was make things that I like extra. I wanted to run. He told me I could be like Jackie Joyner Kersey. I'm probably saying her name wrong, but that was because
Yeah, well,
we
either way, he
ain't had
lied.
no money for the train station, so we had to walk from
Right, so run to
125th
catch the
Street
train.
to 23rd Street so he could go sell some blood to get whatever. But anyway, at least he still got me some McDonald's. But I mean, it's so much that could be said. But
Chase
in
the
all of
tracks.
that, if my mother gave me $10, I came back with my $10. If I left sad, I came back happy. The only thing that he used to do was take my dollar. I tell him, go to the store, give me a 50-cent soda, pack of sunflower seeds, 2 packs of 9-laters, and like 5 goldfish. And he would take all day. So he wasn't prompt, but he definitely was always on time. So that's what I knew. So when you grow up, you find yourself getting into a place where sometimes that just is not what you want to be around. So I don't know if he became estranged or I became estranged. And when I moved to Harlem, I didn't see him a lot. But when I went through some stuff, who was the first person there? Him. You know what I mean? When I moved down here, when I went to college, he was always there for the most pivotal parts. But the second part of his life is what I didn't get to see until after, because I was going through my own relationship trauma. So, like I said, you still knew who he was, but I was around him more because I was younger.
Yeah, but in the same sense, I really can't say that because I met my dad when I was 4 going on 5 years old. And I met my dad through my mom. And I was introduced to this man that became my dad. And he embraced me as if I was his own. Never made me feel like an outsider, never made me feel like nothing. And I remember him when I was young, and my only memories of him when I was young was because of his differences with my mom or whatever, was him taking me to a military base playing Look at California, Always and Forever, and all the above. And then Distance came. So I speak to the dad that I'm talking about for him being a dope ass dad in my daughter's life. I didn't get a chance to grow up with him in my life, but him through my daughter's life, and my daughter's 10 now. So the last 10 years that I spent
Right.
with him
Parents
was
always
everything
tend to
me.
be better grandparents than parents.
Yeah, but it makes me feel like if he had that opportunity to had a say so in my parenting, he would have
You
been just
mean
as dope.
A say so in how you was parented or the way you parent your child?
No, how I was raised, you know what I'm saying? Because of their
Yeah, so that's
differences,
just
I
the
didn't have a
selfish.
say
Yeah, that's
so.
the selfishness of.
Because I was, yeah. Well, I can't say I was selfish. Maybe she felt
But
like she was
I'm not
protecting me.
saying
Maybe he
I'm
felt
not
like he was
placing the
protecting me
selfish
by
blame on
staying
anybody.
away.
Yeah, I'm saying
I'm
selfish
just saying,
parents.
but I'm
Period.
just
Because
saying,
they
maybe-
separate. They don't think about that the kids got separated too.
separate.
Yeah.
They don't realize what you need. Yeah. Like I'm leaving somebody that's familiar to me and I can't talk to him no more. And I have to deal with that. And that puts me in a box that makes me have to deal with a lot of emotions that I probably still just started dealing with through my daughter, his relationship with my daughter. And with him telling me that he wished he could have did more, just saying that was just like a relief, because in my head I thought, like, how do you know I'm here, she's here, and you're not there? So that it was just a big relief. It was a relief to know that it was differences. So I don't even fault my mom. I was just glad that it was differences and you just wasn't a messed up individual. I was glad to know that y'all was going through it, not
Right.
we were going through it. You understand?
Right. So you just mad that he
That was
didn't
a
take
blessing
nothing
to
out on
me.
you.
And I embraced him wholeheartedly. I'm definitely glad that he didn't take nothing out on me. I'm glad my mama didn't take anything out on me for reaching out to him because I felt like that what was so needed. But I'm glad that in the end they was able to take pictures together, become friends again,
Loving each
through
other.
us still having a relationship, loving
Right.
both of them enough to not blame them, to be like, forget what y'all went to. And I really want to say, fuck what y'all went through. We are kids and we want this relationship. We want that family ship. We want whatever
It's
it
good to
is
hear
that
you
feel
say
like
that
fucking
because
home. Give it back.
I used to pretend like I didn't want that.
Yeah, well, I did. I used to pretend like I didn't
Yeah.
want it either because I thought it would make my mom sad, and I thought it would make him sad because I can't see you, and I don't want to tell you I want to see you, and then I want to see you, and then she's saying I can't see you. So it's just like I understand, and that's one thing when do your research on who you have kids with first and foremost, and then after that, sometimes just find a common ground or a cordialness where that y'all can be parents for not y'all relationship is over and done, but be parents for your kids. And that's one thing as parents that I say, I can't say that I did that myself, but I see it constantly and consistently on a normal basis where what y'all went through in a relationship becomes that child's problem. And I pray, and y'all could quote me on this, and I hope that I never become that person. I never hope that I become so bitter that I take my child's father out of her life because of we not working, us not working, we can't get along. I hope that we can find a common ground within whatever we shared once upon a damn lifetime, to still be parents to her and give her what she needs, because it's not about us after that
I
point.
don't even know how to unpack all that.
Well, my suitcase unfolded. It was in baggage claim,
Right.
and they broke it open, so I'm going to talk about it.
Still falls on mental health. But
Well, maybe
I
I
mean,
do need some counseling,
yeah,
but
and
at
I'm
the
just
end
being
of the day,
true
I'm
too,
just speaking
because
to
it's
my
like
truth.
you just was talking about your dad, how much you miss him, how much you love him, how he was there for your daughter, and then you just jumped into like
I jumped into it because what happened with my dad passing is it made me realize
right. So that's
how
what I'm saying.
much
So then you
time
went
was
into
wasted.
how you don't want to see parents nowadays waste that time.
Yeah, if I could warn somebody, if I could tell you I just crossed this railroad track and the gate was getting stuck and you might get hit by the train, I'm going to get on the phone, call, text and everything to let you know when you get to South Fulton, the railroad thing is getting stuck. So don't bring your ass across the damn tracks. Like, just like when y'all on the highways and y'all smoking weed and doing all of that. When people letting y'all know that the speed traps is ahead,
Allegedly.
right? Yeah, when you're on the highway and you got the Google Maps or you got Waze or whatever it is you're using. One of y'all done put in that it's a speed trap ahead. Just like you could alert the niggas to let them know that the cops is ahead, let them know that drama is ahead.
Oh, so
and
you
don't
saying
keep your
like
kids caught up
if
in
you
that
had
shit.
a fucked up baby daddy or fucked up baby mama and y'all separated, let somebody know. Don't fuck with him. He don't take care of the kid.
Not even that. Don't even let them know. Let that be your issue because you didn't do your research. But don't make that your kid's issue. Let your kids know that the part of you that wanted that nigga is the part of you that made that child. Long story short, all I'm saying is, yes, I'm blessed with a great baby daddy. What I'm saying is, even still with that being said, I still wouldn't have dogged him out to my child. So let's get it together.
Do you feel like your mom dogged your dad out?
I think that my mom, I don't think she dogged him out.
Okay,
I
so
think she
basically
told
what
she
you
thought
saying
her
is
truth was.
your truth is not the truth. So if you tell the truth, not your truth, to avoid some bullshit that can hurt the kids.
The truth, especially when it comes to the kids.
Okay.
So that the kids don't pass
That's what I'm
judgments and
talking
they
about.
can have their relationship.
That's what I'm talking about. Because for a minute, I was a little confused.
I know that right too.
At
But
one
you knew what the hell
point-
I was saying.
At one point, I got a little lost. But I mean,
But that's what I was saying.
Hold on right now. We going. This is unorthodox. We just whispering because we can't really talk loud.
No, because she said here talking about this podcast is gonna help me. Motherfuckers gonna help you too. You act like I ain't the only one
I
that's
ain't
feeling
no
with
issue, but I'm just
You a
saying,
whole
like,
issue.
when you be talking sometimes, you be going, on and on, the thing is on, because you don't know what you got till it's gone.
Whatever. That's because you see the vein in my neck, and that's because I'm fed up and I'm tired.
And you
Hold the shit
should.
in. I should be able to talk freely and don't give a shit about how y'all feel about it. But I always put everybody first before me. And I always take into consideration how it's going to come off because I'm always deemed as the asshole. But you know what? Fuck Y'all, fuck, be an asshole. Speak fucking freely, America. Bernie Mac taught me that. Speak fucking freely. Talk to America and then make it.
And that's
Not
why
be
I think
personal
this
to them.
podcast is going to help you, because I haven't heard you be that vocal in a minute.
This podcast ain't healing, motherfucker. Hearing your point of view is fucking healing.
Message.
Pick up.
Give me some, motherfucker.
I know that right.
Who would have thought that just talking into a microphone to whoever may listen may make a difference? And that's why I tell people, like, let it out.
I'm about to cry.
That's why I tell people, like, it doesn't matter how many people view it, how many people listen, as long as you do what you gotta do and it feels good and it feel right. That's all that fucking matters. And if people watch and if people listen and they comment, that's the blessing. But we're not doing it for that. We're doing it for these moments right here.
I didn't get a chance to talk about dad. I didn't even get a chance to talk about mom. I didn't even get a chance to ask you. The day my mom had surgery, Bunny was going in, Bunny passed. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get a chance to deal with any emotions other than being strong. I'm so sick of being strong. It's just a false pretense to me.
But that's what
because
everybody
I'm not that
expects
person
from
that
us.
you see.
Like we fucking Wakanda.
Are you recording?
I am.
Are you recording? Because I'm not that person that you see. Elegance has feelings. Elegance cries. Elegance has fears. Elegance is freaking human, for God's sake. I go through everything that everybody else goes through. But I have to wear that shield of armor that protects me from what people think about what I'm feeling, because they expect me to be somebody else that leads. Okay, granted, I'm going to take the leadership shit because, I'm a boss chick.
We be breaking the
But at the same
down.
time,
And I'm glad you talked
and that's the shit that I can't show.
I'm glad you talked on the Bunny situation, because
a chance to say.
Not that I even want to bring it up, but it's
you.
like sometimes people don't even think that you give a fuck because you wasn't in touch. Like, I don't have to speak to you to love you. Right.
Well, what we were going through,
I didn't.
You didn't know how to even deal with that. You had your mom, your dad, your other mom. Bunny was a mom to you.
I died too many times that day, but I had to keep living.
I was there. I caught you when you fell and brought you back to my apartment. And we sat there not even knowing if our mother was going to live.
Yeah, but I got to talk to my other sister in that moment, and she gave me the strength that I needed to keep praying for my mom. And that was strong of her, because that's who she is.
Being who we are. Exactly. But we got to check in on her and be like, sis, are you really okay?
But see, no, but you're right.
I haven't got a chance. I'm not going to lie. I've just been going through everything since then. I need to call her and be like, sis, are you okay? Because I know this is my first time ever sharing what I was going through. So I can only imagine what she went through.
Right. And
what
see,
she
and
was
that's
going
what
through.
I'm talking about. Like, sometimes I feel selfish because it's like her mom is not here physically, and she prayed for us, and now mom is. So how do you, show posts? Because like sometimes when I post me and mommy being happy, it's like, damn. But I'm sure that people don't see it that way.
I'm sure they happy. I'm sure they see how they
Maybe
see
I
it
just
and they
overthink
happy.
things.
But at the same time, it still hurts. Maybe so, but either way, it's a part of who you are, and it's okay to
say that again.
Person.
Say it.
But I'm just saying, it's okay to be that person. Overthink, analyze, protect your heart, have intuitions, have whatever
just
it is,
have
fruitions, whatever the fuck it is. Have it. God give it to us naturally. It don't cost nothing. We just have to pay attention to it. But all I'm saying is, my friend Keisha, my best friend through life since damn first, second grade, she helped me through that shit. And she don't even realize how much. Not calling me every day, but just being that constant voice in my head reminding me of who I was when I was losing myself. You understand? She said, Ella, go. You will regret it. Trust me. Trust me. I had to trust her because I couldn't even trust me.
And that's crazy because we got on that plane together, not even knowing how broken or sad we was. I don't even think Did I even worry that I'm afraid of flying?
No, but this is turning to be a personal episode, so we're gonna chalk this up as a personal wash. But it's some shit that still need to be talked about because everybody probably going through it. We just probably open the gateway to allow y'all to feel what y'all feeling. So allegedly, not my alleged, your alleged,
Right.
because I don't know what you're going through, but I'm speaking from my heart.
But I'm still stuck right now on the fact that I didn't even complain about being afraid to fly. So you know what? It's like, what is fear? I think fear is just something that's there.
This is blueberry punch.
Sometimes you
It's good,
just
though.
you
I don't like
some-
blueberries that much.
I
but
know
it's
what
okay.
I want to say. I know. No, this is what I want to say.
Oh my Lord.
You are. You so. You
You the
so
same nigga from
inconsiderate
Glenwood.
sometimes.
America can only
Yo,
be me.
this is why I love you. I'm talking about fears, and you talking about this blueberry
saying.
punch. That blueberry punch, nigga. I'm talking about being afraid of fucking flying. I've been through some shit. You want to talk about your shit? I want to talk about my shit. I've been through some shit. I've been through 9/11. I've been
Yeah,
through.
well,
No,
let's-
shut the.
okay. But let me, if I talk about my fears that you caused, I had a fear of getting our house getting broken into because the banshees that she brung through the door, the friends that she brung through the door. I had a fear of all that. I had a fear of my sneaker collection being gone,
Nigga.
my Tommy Hilfiger, my Perry Ellis, and all of that. I had a fear of that shit. She let niggas in
That's
through the
just-
window,
so
America.
now you going
but
back
she
to
don't see the shit
childhood?
that caused me fears. I'm just saying. If you want to talk about some
I
shit,
don't
talk
know
about some
who
shit.
the fuck made your shit worse than my shit. You don't have issues.
Because I don't really have issues.
We
but I had an
need
issue.
to communicate because this is day one
I know.
of the non-admitting of having issues. I'm so glad you
America,
think the whole
issues
America
that she
just
think I
listening
have.
to
She think
your
I have
ass.
issues with childhood and shit like that.
Speak that.
Well,
speak
if they won't,
that
they'll be
into
tuned in soon.
existence.
But America, I'm going to speak it into existence because I know existence because I believe in the universe.
Smell the microphone. I know that was a lot to unpack, but I mean, we said it, we did it, and we don't regret it, right?
No, I just feel like at the end of the day, whether you went through it, been through it, can relate to it, at the end of the day, I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about me. So if you find anything or can take anything from it, I did what I needed to do.
That's
I was
good. I'm
talking
glad you feel
from my
good about
life
it.
experience. So I feel good about it.
I'm happy about that.
I do. I got some stuff.
Healing
I just,
is the thing
I'm healing.
to do. Anyway, I just can't with you. We out. Thank y'all for watching this episode of whatever the hell it
We
was.
so out. Thank y'all.
Yeah, as always, hella fly
Look forward to
long.
seeing y'all next time.
Peace out, y'all.
Elegance.
Oh man, it's over already? You gotta be kidding me. That was actually dope.
What you
See you
thought?
next time.